How do you feel being a mother?
I think my daughters should be asked this question. How do they cope being my daughters? Because I don't feel like a mother to them, really. I mean, we really are friends.
Do you see the institution of marriage surviving this century?
Be unfortunate if it doesn't. It should. It's important.
You believe in marriage?
I do.
Would you get married again if you had a chance?
Yes, I would. I would. I don't know how I'd be able to adjust because I'm so used to being my own person. But sure, I'd love to get married again.
Bobby was a cult film. It unleashed a huge following. An entire generation romanced on the songs of the movie, while millions of teenagers aped Dimple Kapadia's hairstyle and mannerisms. But the little girl who married the big star was already trying to cope with pregnancy and domesticity. Soon she was the mother of 2 pretty girls. But even that could not keep the marriage going. And Dimple, by then in her mid-20s, went back to her parents. And one day decided to give herself another bash at stardom. Sholay director Ramesh Sippy became a Svengali, and his film Sagar was designed as a comeback vehicle. Sagar took far too long to complete, and a disappointed Dimple had no option but to sign up other movies. Some good, some bad, some absolutely terrible. But she was determined not to give up trying. The result? Some hits, some misses, some fine films, some disasters. But Dimple Kapadia was back, making headlines.
Didn't Bobby hang like a shroud over your head all the while as the ultimate yardstick of success? I mean, every film kept being compared to Bobby.
I don't see it like that. I see it as a lease of life for me. Because after 10 years, I had to come back. And that was the only film I had to fall back upon. That was all I had behind me, which kept me going. I mean, that's a hell of a lot after 10 years. That's the only film that took me where I was in life. Nobody would have given me work otherwise.
How did it feel when you started working in Bobby? You were a kid. You had not a clue.
It didn't feel a thing. It was just like a picnic. I don't know what I did, how I did, why I did. All I know is that I wanted to prove myself as an actress, and I would struggle very hard in my own childish ways. And
how did it begin? I mean, how did you get into Bobby in the first place?
Well, my parents were very friendly with the industry, and he was looking out for a girl. And I was in school and I read it in the papers. Raj Kapoor was looking for a new girl for Bobby. And I said to my friends, that's me. At that age, you can't afford to be so confident. And then I was taken in for a screen test. And I was promptly rejected because I looked older than Rishi Kapoor. And he gave me another screen test. And I got the film. And then I kept trying very hard, I mean, in certain scenes to, bring real tears out, and I'm a real born actress. And he would build me up and say, yeah, here's my actress, and she's a born actress. And he kept me like this, literally like this. I've yet to meet a director like him. He just draws it from you. He makes you feel that you are capable of doing it. He instills that kind of confidence in you.
Were you happy with the kind of roles that you got initially when you came back?
Yes, of course. I've had some very good roles. I've done some very good films. In between, I lost track and I did a lot of films which I didn't want to do.
Why do you do that?
Well, there was a theory that the more films you have, the more successful you are, the more popular you are. And I tried, say, like the first 4 years being very selective. And I wasn't going anywhere. And then I said, okay, why not? Let me just sign up. And let's see how it goes. Because they say if you sign 10 films, at least 2 will do well, and then you're still on your way. So I tried that out, but that didn't work for me at all. That just left me very exhausted.
So then again, you were reverted back to selecting the right kind of films for yourself.
I think that's really worked for me.
Why do you keep going back to the role of the avenging woman? That seems to be a pet role these days.
It isn't. It's not mine. Well, they've just decided that a woman-oriented script means that there has to be a rape and she has to take revenge. I mean, that's it. If anyone comes and tells me, we've got a female-oriented script. I know at once what he's talking about. And it's coming out of my ears now. I don't want to do that anymore. I enjoy fighting. I enjoy playing a cop and all. It gives me a tremendous sense of power. But I mean, there's a limit to that too. I enjoy doing all the fight sequences.
Do you do them yourself?
I refuse to have a duplicate.